Lorde is dropping us a brand new album here tonight. It's getting ready to drop any minute now. The name of the project is Virgin. The only thing I've heard about this album is that it might be a little bit different from the norm. We all know her massive success with Melodrama. Solar Powers, I know, didn't quite nail it with everybody, but I'm super stoked to hear what Lorde is going to have for us here tonight. Excited? Yeah. All right. Well, let's jump over here to Spotify and see what we rocking with, y'all. Boom. Okay. Oh, I got to change that real quick. Okay. Last thing, guys. All right, Mo. Bang. All right, cool. All right. So, is it out? Moment of truth. Bum, bum, bum. What? No. Dang it. No, hold up. There we go. All right. Okay. Well, we got us an album right here. A runtime of only right under 35 minutes, 11 songs. Obviously, I'm seeing there's 3 pre-release right here. Hammer, What Was That? And Man of the Year. Hey, we are wasting no time. Let's get this party started. Lorde, Virgin. Don't forget, guys, if you guys do happen to enjoy this stream, don't forget to smash that like button. At the end of this album reaction, we're going to talk about the album, going to score it 1 through 10, and give our final thoughts. So let's get this party started. All right. Bang, 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 bang. So wait, since this is out in other countries, does that mean some of y'all have heard this project? That'd be crazy. All right. The first song is called Hammer.
There's a heat in the pavement, my mercury's raising. Don't know if it's love or if it's ovulation. When you're holding a hammer, everything looks like a nail. The mist from the fountain is kissing my neck. The liquid crystal is in my grip. Anyone with a snake tongue, I'll show them the chambers of my heart. Now I know you don't deal much in love and affection, but I really do think there could be a connection. I burn and I sing and I scheme and I dance. Some days I'm a woman, some days I'm a man. Oh, I might have been born again. I'm ready to feel like I don't have the answers. There's peace in the madness over our heads. Let it carry me.
Okay.
Today I'll go to Canal Street. They're piercing my ears. I'm making a wish when the needle goes in. Take an aura picture, read it and tell me who I am. Show me who I am. Now I know you don't deal much in love and affection, but I really do think you can make an exception. It's a beautiful life, so I played truant. I took tears and they paid me to do it. Oh, I might have been born again. I'm ready to feel like I don't have the answers. There's peace in the madness over our heads. Let it carry me.
Oh, I like this. Okay.
your head into fun. Been to hell and back, but I've sent you a postcard from the edge. The edge.
Wow. Nice intro right there. I love the production too, you know. I feel like Lorde's always surprising us like project after project as far as doing something a little bit different on that end, but I love the kind of what feels like more of like a house pop approach right here. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna lie, this line right here is probably my favorite from this track when she says, where is this at? It's a beautiful life, so I play truant. I jerk tears and they pay me to do it, right? It's a beautiful life, but, you know, she's always leaving and coming back, you know, like she's not here all the time. And I jerk tears and they pay me to do it because that's people having that connection with her music, man. You know, she's a real artist at that. She's a real artist at that. This is dope. Okay, I'm trying to kind of get into the concept of the project, but I think that's a really nice opener right there. I really enjoyed that. The next one is called What Was That? Holy crap, when did this song come out? Already at 80 million plays? What was that?
A place in the city.
What's up,
a chair
Brandon?
and a bed. I cover up all the mirrors. I can't see myself yet. I wear smoke like a wedding veil. Make a meal I won't eat. Step out into the street alone in a seat. It comes over me. Oh, I'm missing you. Yeah, I'm missing you. And all the things we used to do. MDMA in the back garden, blow our pupils up. We kissed for hours straight, but baby, what was that? I remember saying then, this is the best cigarette of my life. Well, I want you just like that. Into your hairs, we're in a sandstorm and it knocks me out. I didn't know then that you'll never be enough. Oh, since I was 17, I gave you everything. Now we wake from a dream. Well, baby, what was that? What was that? Baby, what was that? Do you know you're still with me when I'm out with my friends? Stare at their painted faces, they talk current affairs. You had to know this was happening. You weren't feeling my heat. When in the blue light down, baby, so bright, I face reality. I tried to let whatever has to pass through me, pass through. This is staying a while. I know it might not let me go. MDMA in the back garden, blow our pupils up. We kissed for hours straight. Well, baby, what was that? I remember saying then, this is the best cigarette of my life. Well, I want you just like that. Into your hairs, we're in a sandstorm and it knocks me out. I didn't know then that you'd never be enough. Oh, since I was 17, I gave you everything. Now we wake from a dream. Oh, baby, what was that? What was that? Cause I want you just like that. Blue light, I can make it alright.
was like, this is a track where she is definitely taking a trip down memory lane, kind of reflecting on a lot of what feels almost just like growing up. You know, kind of talking about finally, at least for me, from my perspective, what almost feels like kind of stepping out into the world and really having these things that, you know, I almost feel like there's things you go through within that process that just always like stays with you, you know? So she was definitely getting personal with these lyrics right here. But I really do love these drops. Love these drops. And really how she's like playing with the production right there. That was nice. That was cool. MDMA in the back garden, blow our pupils up. Kiss for hours. This is the best cigarette of my life. You know what I'm saying? Now we wake from a dream. Well, baby, what was that? So is it really kind of like life passing by? You know? I don't speak Spanish. You know? No habla español. Okay. English, sí. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But hearts though. Hearts. But I failed Spanish like 3 or 4 times, guys. It was tough. It was tough, man. All right. You know what? I'd say 2 for 2 on that. I'd say 2 for 2. I can definitely see this being like one of the real standout like hit type. This feels like a hit song from Lorde. Shapeshifter.
Chewing gum, I know, don't have a sour taste that's in my throat, but the voice in my head says, do you have the stones? When you get close enough, I let down my braids, and you climb up in my room. We can't do anything you want. Everyone that I've slept with, all the pairs of hands, I'm reckless. If I'm not without it, why gotta stop? Everything I want speeding up my pulse. I don't sleep, don't dream at all. Giving nothing personal, so I'm not affected. I've been the eyes, I've been the flame, I've been the prize, the ball and chain, I've been the ties, the magic gate, so I'm not affected. I've been the siren, been the saint, I've been the fruit that leaves a stain, I've been up on the pedestal, but tonight I just wanna fall. Tonight I just wanna fall. Yeah, tonight I just wanna fall. Mirror on a shirt, I see a hot mess in an antique skirt, but the voice in my head says, don't let him leave alone. I become hurricane, visions of a teenage innocence. How'd I shift shape like that? Everyone that I've slept with, all the metal that I've messaged, if I'm not without it, why gotta stop? Everything I want speeding up my pulse. I don't sleep, don't dream at all. Giving
Oh my goodness. Well, first off, I'll start on just the progression with the instrumentation right here. Really starting with that D&B, bringing in those synths, and like, the whole thing was like really felt like an experience throughout that too. No doubt that was like super enjoyable. But I mean, just the vulnerability in the lyrics too, and in the writing was, pretty revealing. Pretty revealing right here. I also feel like that, at least for me, I feel like there were definitely some creative choices that I feel like I haven't necessarily heard from Lorde before. So we're definitely, stepping outside the box of, trying some new ideas within here. But the whole Tonight I Just Want to Fall, the chorus on here was really nice, but I'm not gonna lie, I think the pre-chorus here might have been my favorite, where she's really talking about being in this endless cycle of, being reckless, of going through these situations with partners, and really kind of just, it almost feels like a like self-reflection in a way, but I've been the ice, I've been the flame, I've been the prize, I've been the dice, the magic eighth, so I'm not affected. It's like her saying also, she has played every role here. She's been through so much that, but she was like, but tonight I just want to fall. Wow. That was such a W track. That's definitely my favorite one so far. This one is called Man of the Year.
Gliding through on my bike, gliding through like new from my recent ego death. Sirens sing overnight, violent sweet music. You met me at a really strange time in my life. Take my knife and I cut the cord. My babe can't believe I've become someone else, someone more like myself. Who's gonna love me like this? Oh, who could give me like this? Let it flow down to me. Love me like this. Now I'm broken open. Now I go about my day, writing it like a wave, playing it any way I want. Switch mouthwash, jerk off. Days go by in a haze, stay up and sleep late. Who's gonna love me like this? Oh, who could give me like this? Wave flow down through me, love me like this. Now I'm broken open. Let's hear it for the Man of the Year. Hear it for the Man of the Year. How I hope that I remember my gold chain, my shoulders, my face in the light. Oh, I didn't think he'd appear.
yeah, I think for me, I'm just like, this is not something that I guess I was expecting, right? And I love the fact that, honestly, you know, it doesn't necessarily feel like a rinse and repeat of, you know, another idea. You know, I mean, this right here, I'm going to tell you the line that really, like, hit it for me on this. Take my knife and I cut the cord. My babe can't believe I've become someone else, someone more like myself, you know, and that's kind of what it is. It's, you know, when you look at the track, it kind of feels like it's her saying, hey, you know, I've had a lot of people, you know, she's been through a lot, and it's like, can't nobody love me more than me, right? Can't nobody love me more than me, you know? Verse 2 kind of playing the role of being the man in the relationship, and it's, you know what I'm saying? That was real. And then, like, yeah, give it up for the man of the year. Give it up for the man of the year. Now I'm gonna read what some of y'all are saying about this, man. What are you guys' thoughts on this project so far? Verse 2 kind of playing the I believe Weird Looking Cat said Lord's Virgin feels pretty robotic to me. Around a 3.8, the lyrics often come off lazy and forced. Expected more from her, sadly. Brandon said this kind of hit. Like the instruments, the way she sings, okay? It's just difference of preference, which is common. It's impossible for all to love one thing, says Ham. I thought it was really cool, just like the little textures in the production, especially the way it built up. And like, for me, once I really caught the idea of what she's really trying to say right here, and it's let's give it up for the man of the year. Oh, I felt that. I felt that in my soul. I felt that in my soul right there. That was tough. That was tough. I still feel like Shapeshifter is probably my my favorite so far. But I'm gonna be honest, this is pretty cool. I like where we going with this. This one's called Favorite Daughter.
I'm an actress. All of the medals I won for ya. Breaking my back just to be your favorite daughter. Everywhere I run, I'm always running to ya. Breaking my back just hoping you'll say I'm a star. You had a brother, I look like him. You told us as kids he died of a broken heart. And for every door you open, there's a room I can't go in. I'm breaking, I still can't find you. Now that every day the plane takes off and every night the room fills up, I tell myself that soon we'll talk. Then I sing every word just to ya. Cause I'm an actress, all of the medals I won for ya. Panic attack just to be your favorite daughter. Everywhere I run, I'm always running to ya. Breaking my back to carry the weight of your heart. But I keep dancing till I get sick. Why'd you have to dream so medals I won for ya, so you could imagine being the favorite daughter. Everywhere I run, I'm always running to ya, breaking my back just to be as brave as my mother.
Wow. Super deep personal record from Lorde right here, which I definitely agree. I think this is definitely a awesome production piece too. I really did enjoy the groove of this. The song's about her mother and the impact that her mom had on, you can't take things like that for granted. Having someone in your life that, speaks into your life, that believes in you, and she even talks right here about, having this pressure and these expectations of really trying to, make them proud. I see that with the line panic attack, just to be your favorite daughter, because you almost feel like, when you're in a family of like siblings, you're almost, you're almost fighting for like, I'm not like you're fighting, who's going to be the one to, make them the proudest, I guess. But then here talking about, I guess her mom's brother. You had a brother, I look like him. You told us at kids he died of a broken heart. So it looks like she had an uncle that passed away from suicide. This is a really sweet record right here. Definitely one that I feel like is a very personal record for her to make. No, I haven't reacted to Solar Power. Should I do that reaction? Yeah, kind of talk about the album. But yeah, that was nice. I don't know if it's one that like me personally, that I would want to return to, but I love that, and I love the fact that she did that. That was sweet. This is Current Affairs. Y'all said this is life-changing? For real? Life-changing is a strong word right there.
Knew when I felt it hit. Stood in the park under the eclipse. It was only a field trip till it cooled my blood. That's how it tends to start. You're in the light, then you're in the dark. Then someone throws a flare. You tasted my underwear. I knew we were fucked. My bed is on fire. Mama, I'm so scared. Don't know how to come back. Once I get out on the edge, you spit in my mouth like he's saying a prayer. But now I'm crying on the phone, swearing nothing's wrong, blame it on current affairs. Current affairs. All alone in my room, watching the tape of their honeymoon. On the boat, it was pure and true. Then the film came out. Hope that we can't ignore voices we hear through the open door. Would you dive to the ocean floor just to take my pearl? 'Cause my bed is on fire. My bed is on fire. Mama, I'm so scared. Mama, I'm so scared. Will you ever like this? Will you ever like this? Once you went out on the edge, she spit in my mouth like he's saying a prayer. But now I'm crying on the phone, swearing nothing's wrong.
trying to get a grasp on this one right here. Here's what I will say real quick. I am really enjoying the soundscape of this project right here. Really, really am loving just the sounds of the production right here. And honestly, I believe this is the first sample that we've heard come in here, which was a sample of Morning Love by Dexta Daps. Sounded really familiar. Sounded like something that I would have heard before. I need to go on a road trip with this album, smoking blunts, says Brandon. Shoot. Definitely is a vibe. Definitely is a vibe. I was trying to really kind of get to the bottom line of this song. You know, obviously she's talking about her mom still, so it's kind of a spinoff from the last track. But this right here, she says, all alone in my room, watching the tape of their honeymoon on the boat, it was pure and true. Then the film came out. Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee? That's what she talking about? She talking about the classic sex tape of them two? Okay. All right. Shoot. Why not? All right, Lorde. I mean, 2025. Why not? Right? I thought it was... Confused me for a bit, guys. This one might take me a minute, but I enjoyed the vibes, though. I'm all here for the vibes, Lorde. We vibing out, okay? Shoot, why not? All right. This one's called Clear Blue. Clear Blue.
After the ecstasy, testing for pregnancy, praying in MP3. I'm scared to let you see into the whole machine, leave it all on the field. Your metal detector hits my precious treasure. I'm nobody's daughter, yeah, baby, I'm free, I'm free. Free, I'm free. But deep in my matter, you're changing my patterns. Your helix is right through me. Bars on my windows, you busting wide open till clearness is all I see. I try letting the answer be part of the dances. I trip and I stumble, yeah, baby, I'm free, I'm free. I'm free. Lips round your halo, you asked where I came from. I lied and then I came clean. There's broken blood in me, it passed through my mother, from her mother down to me. I feel you answer, my hips moving faster. I rode you till I cried. How's it feel, being this alive? Where did it go? Wish I kept the clear blue. I'd remember how it feels to be so buried the throats. Oh, wish I'd kept the clear blue. I'd remember how it feels to be.
Wow. First thing, sonically, this was a pretty interesting track as Lorde chose to go no beat at all. But honestly, when you look at kind of like, you know, the concept and what she's talking about right here, I almost felt like it helped really kind of really capture the emotion of the moment, right? I feel like that was a cool creative choice over a track like this that, I don't know, it definitely made you kind of really want to listen in to what she's talking about right here. Many dislike Clear Blue, but I kind of like the effect, especially on the line, I am free. Yeah. You know, kind of right here, which, I mean, it makes sense. You know, it's about, you know, unprotected sex leading to an accidental conception. Yeah. Yeah, you know what, Alex? No, I feel that. Oh, is that? Yeah. Oh, that's Alex. I thought it was a different Alex that I know. Kind of right here. So I got to pull into the chat. Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. It definitely gives that too. And also there's a track on like a Kanye album that kind of does the same thing. I'm trying to think of it. It was on like Donda too. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, it's exactly that too. But yeah, you know? So, I mean, yeah. So really, the song really tries to really like bring in the moments and the emotion of, you know, having that shocking moment of realizing what's happening, you know? Too ahead of its time, says Chris. I think it's a cool addition to the track list so far. You know, I almost feel like a track like this can serve as like an interlude in a sense. But again, I will really kind of touch on that one last time. I think having a track that is, I mean, the whole project's been personal, but a track with a topic this, you know, this deep, I feel like was really cool to kind of perform it and execute it like this. Yeah. And shoot. No, I'm sorry. We have GRWM. Y'all know what that stands for? GRWM.
Soap, washing him off my chest, keeping it light, not all, digging in, jumping from stone to stone in the riverbed, I guess. Maybe you finally know who you wanna be. A grown woman in a baby tee. A grown woman.
Okay.
Girl's a grown woman. Wide hips, tooth chip, 96, skin scar, looking forward. Wide hips, soft lips, my mama's trauma. Since 96, been looking for a grown woman. A grown woman. Pink galaxy, left undressed. 2009, need be so impressed. Back when the stolen spirits went straight to the head. Maybe you finally know who you wanna be. A grown woman in a baby tee. A grown woman. Girl's a grown woman. Wide hips, tooth chip, 96, skin scar, looking forward. Wide hips, soft lips, my mama's trauma. Since 96, been looking for a grown woman. A grown woman. A grown woman. Been looking for a grown woman. I've been looking for a grown woman.
Maybe you'll finally know who you want to be. A grown woman in a baby tee. But then, yeah, I mean, hey. I feel like right here, she's definitely like, you know, talking about a bunch of moments, you know, referencing 2009, wide hips, tooth chip, 96. Is that the year she was born, or is she talking about her mom right here again? Because that's definitely, if so, I feel like it's been a couple tracks right here where she's definitely referenced her mom. Imagine this song with the acapella version, like Clear Blue. Maybe I feel like it wouldn't have the same effect as it did on Clear Blue, because, you know, that one really kind of is trying to like bring you into like an actual moment, you know. But I mean, would it sound good? Sure. Yeah. Really, okay, so she was born in 96. Right. So her sitting here saying, yeah, So she's really kind of like talking a lot about her life. Pink Galaxy, left undressed, 2009. Me'd be so impressed. Back when the stolen spirits went straight to the head. She's talking about the store spirits? Like she used to steal stuff from the... Oh, smokes. That's it. Okay. Okay, so she was a little badass back in the day then, huh? That's, you know. Since 96, been looking for a grown woman. So, I mean, the grown woman thing is really kind of like reflecting on herself, right? Y'all help me out. Hopefully I'm not missing it here, but that's kind of how I'm interpreting this one right here. Been looking for a grown woman. It's Pink Galaxy. Is it? Left undressed? I think you might be right. I think you might be right, Spicy. That's a spicy comment. I think you might be right on that. It was a cool track. It was a cool track. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, so just so y'all know, apparently GRWM stands for Get Ready With Me. But obviously, Lord knows what she's doing right here with having grown woman in there. So, you know, make it out how you will type beat, you know. Actually, this album is a letter to herself. Interesting. Well, I'm going to give a final score at the end, but I feel like this is one of those projects where you'd probably pick up on more the more you listen to it, right? Because she's definitely kind of talking about some real stuff going on in her life, you know? A letter to herself. Doing a lot of like self-reflecting, for sure. Oh my God, you're so old. You're old. Yes. And I'm bald. Yeah, and I'm bald. What do you know about it? Yes. Broken glass.
Mystique is dead. Last year was bad. I let myself get sucked in by arithmetic. Felt great to strip, new waist to hip. I hate to admit just how much I paid for it. Did I cry myself to sleep about that? Cheat about that? Rot teeth about that? Did I sweat hours a week about that? Compete about that? Lose my freak about that? All of the above. I wanna punch the mirror to make her see that this won't last. It might be months of bad luck, but what if it's just broken glass? Spent my summer getting lost in math, making way took all I had. Won't outrun it if you don't hit back. It's just broken glass. I'm scared to quit, loosen my grip. It's tough to admit just how much I get from it. When I cry myself to sleep about that, cheat about that, getting too deep about that. When I sweat hours a week about that, compete about that, letting her treat me like that. I think that it's love. I wanna punch the mirror to make her see that this won't last. It might be months of bad luck, but what if it's just broken glass? Spent my summer getting lost in math, making way took all I had. Won't outrun it if you don't hit back. It's just broken glass. Keep the faith. Broken glass. Same mistakes. Broken glass. Just a face. Broken glass. Just a face. I wanna punch the mirror this won't last. It might be months of bad luck, but what if it's just broken glass? Spent my summer getting lost in math, making weight take so won't outrun it if you don't hit back. It's just broken glass.
Yeah, I'm glad you kind of wrote that in the last one, because I'm definitely starting to really kind of understand what she's doing here. I mean, it is a letter to herself. This is, her autobiography in a sense when it comes to like topics about what she has dealt with in the past, and right here it's, not, it's her, having that hate over her image, and dealing with, wanting to look a certain way. A lot of one-liners right here that really felt personal, especially when she's talking about, I want to punch the mirror to make her see that this won't last. That's wow. Wow. I mean, she's really opening up here. You should get this. You should get this another listen. It'll definitely grow on you. At first, I didn't really get why some songs were included, but on the second listen, man, it all made sense. Facts. And you know what? I feel like albums like that are the best too, right? Don't you hate to listen to something the first time and be like, oh, well, I kind of get this. No, I think it's great to be able to listen to something and kind of enjoy it for what it is, and then kind of second go around, really pick up on all these little themes that are going on within the track list. Wow, though, she's really, this definitely feels like one where it's her hating herself because of her image, but it's because of all of this around her, that is almost, making her feel this way, Wow. This one is called If She Could See Me Now.
In the city, I hear the voices of the ancients. They're calling for us. Hear their horses running up Prince Street. 'Cause I'm a mystic. I swim in waters that would drown so many other bitches. Got me lifted, feeling so gifted.
Okay. I like that reference. It's classic.
In the gym, I'm exercising. All my demons make them keep riding. Yesterday, I lifted your body weight. I pick a song and listen to it till it's just a piece of music, and everything else falls away. Ha ha ha. Baby, whenever you break me, I'd watch it happen like an angel looking down. Yeah, baby, a woman being hurt like that, I could feel, don't need fantasy. Oh God, if she could see me now. Hope you find her another starlet, another camera, another red carpet. As for me, I'm going back to the clay. You can tell them I went crazy. If that's what this is, then I guess I'll take it. Up in the pain, not the synthesizer. The bodies move like the spirits inside her. Baby, whenever you break me, I'd watch it happen like an angel looking down. Yeah, baby, a woman being hurt like that, I could feel, don't need fantasy. Oh God, if she could see me now.
this one might be one of my favorites for sure. I like that. Not only, I mean, I felt like we've definitely had some really like slower personal records that I have been just awesome, you know, especially within the theme of the project of, you know, her really like having this autobiography and like writing this letter to herself. Some moments that I feel like were really revealing and, you know, definitely personal to her. This one right here, though, not only, of course, was it a little more, you know, upbeat, punchy and whatnot, but the theme right here, right? I mean, from what I'm getting, it's her really, it's her talking to like her younger self, right? It's her talking to her younger self. You know, it's her talking about her experience of, you know, what exactly made her into Lorde and the person that she is today. You know, and gosh, you know, if only the younger me could see me now. You know, that's tough. I like that. Word. What's up, Celeste? How are you? Imagine it's recorded live. The song just has that energy of like, you know, I'm so confident in me. I'm happy in me. It's having that real self-love for yourself and enough, you know, to say, hey, you know, it took a long time getting here. And think about that. If you could write a letter to your younger self, what would it be? You know, all the things that you could say and do to help them along their way and their journey of becoming the person that you are, you know? And it's, you know, it's like, man, if they could see me now, if only they could see me now. You know, it's just such a feel-good record right here. I like that a lot. This one's called David. You guys said that this was an experience. It's an out-of-body experience, was the words that y'all used. Wow. Okay. I'm here for it. This is the outro.
Oh, dark day, was I just someone to dominate? Worthy opponent, flint to my blade, now we're playing with shadows. At the sunset tower, you said open your mouth, I did. And what came spilling out that day was the truth. If I'd had virginity, I would have given that too. Why don't we run to the ones we do? I don't belong to anyone. Dark day, was I just young blood to get on tape? Cause you dialed me out when it got hard. Uppercut to the throat, I was off guard. Pure heroin mistaken for featherweight. But what came spilling out that day was the truth. And once I could sing again, I swore I'd never let myself sing again for you. Sing it. So why do we run to the ones we do? I don't belong to anyone. I made you God cause it was all that I knew how to do. again? Am I ever gonna love again? Do you ever feel like a friend? Am I ever gonna love again? Do you understand? Tell it to him.
Yeah, an experience, I guess. We can kind of throw it out there. Look, I feel like when it comes to this, I would like to hear Lorde really speak on this track right here, because I want to make sure I'm not kind of missing what she's saying right here. But what I kind of get from this, at least, is this is definitely her talking about, you know, her experience coming up in the music industry, right? And some of these lines are just, you know, some of them are dark, some of them are just awful. And it's one of those things where it's, you know, at least for me, it almost feels like her following her dreams, you know, but her almost being willing to like do whatever it takes, but then that trust being broken and her being taken advantage of, you know? I don't know. This one is deep and dark, and I hope I'm getting this right here, but that's kind of what I'm getting from that. And then at the end, am I ever gonna love again? Right, that line right there, if I had virginity, I would have given that too. So yeah, I mean, either this is her talking about, you know, a certain relationship that she had, or, I mean, at least for me, I kind of feel like this is her really speaking on her upbringing in the industry. And I mean, you hear the stories, right? You hear the stories, but I do feel like if this is her writing a letter to herself, and this is one of those things where she is truly, you know, almost opening up about things, this is a closing song that absolutely, almost jaw-dropping, right? But at the same time, you almost feel like this being the close of the album, you can't help but feel like this is a to be continued, right? I don't want to say like, I'm almost like, how could it just end right here, right? Because I feel like there's more to this story. There's got to be more as far as, you know, the theme and where we're going here. But definitely a shocking record right there, and one that Clarity, what up, Clarity? One that definitely hit. Her story is not ending right. I could see her kind of following this up with another project, maybe similar to this. But hey, let's talk about the album real quick, though, because 11 tracks, 30-some minutes. This thing was definitely pretty tightly knit when it comes to a track list. But yeah, if you look over here, I mean, okay, so Shapeshifter isn't my only, well, those two are my favorites, I will say that. Shapeshifter and If She Could See Me Now is my favorites, but look, man, while yes, I do get the fact that this is a project that is, you know, a letter to herself and an autobiography, I think this record actually does a great job at really opening up at least what feels like about a lot of personal situations when it comes into these middle tracks right here. Definitely gets a little extra vulnerable and revealing in some of those. And again, I think some really cool stylistic choices and different things that I feel like Lorde is doing within this that, you know, it's cool, but when you kind of take the concept at that, I feel like I think it's done well. This album in itself sounds so personal and cohesive. I will say that, absolutely. And to be honest, Clear Blue is such a standout too. I feel like that's going to be a track that immediately I think about when I think about this project, you know, but when you look at the track list, I feel like a lot of them do that. I feel like, look, while this track is getting really personal and all that too, I feel like you still could have some songs to end up like, for me, What Was That feels like a track that, I mean, already is doing well, but would have a lot of commercial success in that. But at the same, but for a like full project as a whole, it doesn't look like that's the approach that Lorde took. And I am, you know, and I am completely okay with that, to be honest, because I feel like in nowadays music, you know, you kind of get a lot of people making stuff just for the sake of streaming and just for the sake of, you know, getting a billboard placement, that you almost lose that artistic value, that thing that is your story, that thing that makes you who you are. And this felt like a super personal record from Lorde, where that did not seem like it was even in her mind. It felt like she wanted to make this album for her, right? And so, yeah, while this is a project that I feel like I am going to have to listen to over and over, and probably can and will pick up on more, as far as what she's speaking about in this, I do think this was beautifully done. I think the performances were great. The production right here really did kind of move and progress and tie into each other well, you know, so that was really enjoyable. I think if, you know, when you look at the project, I mean, this feels more so like a project that you would listen to, other than like a couple songs that I would kind of pick out and maybe add to a playlist or whatnot. This doesn't feel like that type of album. This is an album you want to listen to the front to start, that you want to really live this experience with Lorde, and you really get to do that in just a little over 30 minutes. I thought she really got a lot out, but I can't help but finish the project feeling like you left us on a cliffhanger right here. But look, I'm not going to speak too much on like the rest of this. This was nice. I was emotionally invested into this project right here. And I hope we do get a continuation. As far as a first listen score, a score that I feel like could go up or it could go down, I'm probably setting at 7.5, or I'm probably setting at 8. One of those two is probably where I'm at with this. But that is a really, really good album, you know. But this is one the more I listen to might actually rank higher for me. We'll have to see. The album in itself sounds so, yeah. Music for the arts, not for the numbers. Hell yeah. Can't wait for the deluxe. If it'll have one. Hopefully it will. It's hard. Like, yeah, maybe. It's hard to imagine a project like this having a deluxe, right? Because everything is really kind of, you know, it's like it tells a story. So if it does have a deluxe, I feel like it's going to be a continuation of the story. I feel like it's the only way you could do it, right? Am I tripping? No, I feel like it's the only way you could really do it. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's other tracks that she just didn't drop. That just didn't fit within this, you know, pocket of records. But that was nice, man. What would you guys rate it? Let me know in the chat. 1 through 10. What would y'all rate this project? How y'all feeling about it, man? Look, we're here doing these reactions just about every single Thursday night, Friday morning, midnight when the project drops. If y'all would consider subscribing and joining the family, man, would love to have y'all over here. If y'all haven't smashed that like button up on the stream, it definitely helps the YouTube algorithm push this video on out. That would also mean a lot to the boy. And overall, you know, this chat has been really sick tonight. You guys have really gave me a lot of insight in here as well. I appreciate that. Spicy Pizza said I would rate it at 8.6. Over Soon gives it a 8. Okay, so y'all aren't too far off from me and where I'm at with this. Silver Moon is an unreleased song of hers, but she performed it last 2023. I'd give this album 8.5 out of 10 first listen. I'm glad you look. Y'all look, Lorde fans are the best, because when some of the fans over here, they like not calling no names. Oh, little Tekka fans, bro. They be like every song's a 10. I'd be like, bruh, I was being really generous with my 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill, take a chill pill. Being super generous with my 5. But you guys are pretty much, you know, on the same scope as me as this project goes. Oh, thank you, Forey. Appreciate it. You know, spit shine his bald head every night. Sure do. But thank y'all. Y'all have been awesome tonight. I really hope to see you guys on the next one. What else dropped? We reacted to the Miley Cyrus project, to the Benson Boone project up on the channel. If y'all haven't checked those projects out, definitely go give that content a watch. I'm not going to spoil my rating on those, but one of them's a lot lower and one of them's a little bit higher. Take a guess at which it would be. It's because she has melodrama. That's close. See, y'all understand. Exactly. Which I made like a reel about that. I believe like, you know, the average of like the critics on that project, that it was like a 9 out of 10. And then Solar Power was more so, I believe, like a 6, around a 6. But yeah, I think 7.58 is pretty fair on there for me. I think I'm gonna set on that, but we'll see where it goes, how the project lives on me. David is about her ex that is like 20 years older than her, and she knew him since she was 13 or something. What the hell? He works for her label. See, I knew it was something like that going on, man. I knew it had something to do with her come up. You know, you could tell by some of those lines, but okay. Wow. Melodrama is the album of the century. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate all y'all here tonight. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Cooking Recipes. Wow, you got some cooking recipes on your channel? I might have to subscribe, bro. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Shoot. I don't see no cooking recipes over here, dog. Gotta get the content up with the cooking recipes, man. I like to cook. You know what I'm saying? We be cooking over here every now and then. Appreciate you, Kyle. Appreciate you, Foray. Spicy. Spicy was the first one in chat tonight. Spicy, you the best. I appreciate it. Peace 40. Bro, I gotta get Drake right with that production, man. You know how I do things. Yeah. 40 Shabib. At that. Exactly. Although I don't think 40 has a beard, right? May have a little something right there. Over soon. Thank you so much. I'm gonna shoot this little outro, and we are gonna send it on home, y'all. Celeste, saved. Y'all the best, man. Yes. Thank you so much. Well, guys, if you guys happen to enjoy this reaction, make sure to smash that like button. Let me know your favorite songs from this project down below in the comments section. Definitely gonna get some more Lorde content up on the channel, so consider subscribing, join the family. It would mean a lot. Until next time, my name is M.O., and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Oh yeah, we out, baby. I love y'all. Y'all have a great night.
The greatest of nights.